His spirit was so contagious and inspiring. It's just like, how could you not want to be exposed to that every day?
We can't imagine not having her around. I mean, she's great, and she's brought so much to our family.
We're very lucky to have him. You know, it's without this program, he wouldn't be a part of our family at all.
In 2016, the Placer SPCA cared for close to 3,500 animals. Some just need love and shelter until they find their forever homes. But for at least 1,200 of these puppies, kittens, cats, dogs, and critters, they had much bigger hurdles to cross. That's where the Guardian Angel program comes in.
Bentley was a cute little man that came to us, and their question was, we have this dog that is paralyzed in the hind end. Is there more that we can do for him? So at that point, how can we make this dog more mobile? How can we make this dog, a candidate for adoption? So we fitted Bentley for a wheelchair, and for dogs, there's a hind end wheelchair to where basically they're using their front end, but they are supported in the hind end with wheels. As soon as we put Bentley in wheels, in my entire time in physical therapy, this is the first dog that has gotten wheels and just started moving. So he was a natural.
We just sort of fell in love with him. I mean, he's got all this energy, and he's completely unaware that he's different in any way from any other dog. Doesn't act different. He does what any other dog would do. He chases balls, he chases frisbees. His little chariot is on-road and off-road, doesn't matter. He'll go over rocks, downstairs, across dirt tundra. It doesn't matter to him. We knew we'd have different responsibilities and issues with Bentley, but it never really bothered us. He's full of energy and joy and happiness and appreciation. Just his whole attitude, his attitude toward the rest of the world, his attitude toward his own limitations. He's not really aware of any. He's a very loving, very affectionate dog. I think what's most special about Bentley is that there's really nothing special about him.
While many animals like Bentley are surrendered due to their special needs, other guardian angel animals may arrive to our shelter as strays, leaving us to wonder what neglect, abuse, or hardship they may have endured. As strays, these animals often arrive to the Placer SPCA malnourished or with severe and untreated infections, life-threatening illnesses, or traumatic injuries. Here are just a few of these stories.
There was just something about her, I don't know. And she's just very laid back, and she's pretty much a diva, and she does whatever. That's why we call her Marge in charge, because she really is in charge. We just let her do her thing, but she's great. We were a little bit nervous, well, not really nervous, but we were trying to think of, okay, it's going to take her some time to get used to, to figure out a way around the house and things like that. And by probably the middle of the next day, that was it. She knew everywhere and could get around, and we just kept looking at each other wondering, are you sure she can't really see somehow? It's amazing. I think the thing about Marge almost that's special is how she's not special. She doesn't have really anything that we have to worry about as far as, different than any other cat that I've had. And she just is like just a not special needs cat.
I found Buster's profile on your guys' website and read into his condition and everything, and just kind of fell in love with him.
He fell in love with him right away. So Buster Posey was our first choice, and then when we got into the cat enclosure where they keep all the kitties, Paul jumped on my lap immediately, and we were sold. And then they booped heads with each other, and so we knew that they got along, and it melted our hearts, definitely.
Buster is a very interesting cat. He does not show any signs of his sickness, where normally, from what I understand, most cats that suffer from his condition actually are pretty sluggish. Does not slow him down at all.
They don't show that they're sick kitties, and that's very cool. We're definitely lucky.
I mean, heck, Paul wouldn't even be here more than likely if it weren't for the Guardian Angel program. We're very lucky to have him. You know, it's without this program, he wouldn't be a part of our family at all.
Thanks to the generosity of our guardian angels, thousands of animals have received life-saving treatment, giving them the second chance at the happy and healthy life they deserve. This program is solely funded by people like you, and there are so many more animals in need of your help, like this adorable pup, Ranger.
That's one of the blessings of the SPCA. I have seen so many dogs come through that if given another facility or given another circumstances, they would have been put down. And they've ended up coming back and being the saviors of families, where they come back and they say, we didn't save him, he saved us. And it's a cliche, but it's a true story, because there's a lot of dogs that come through that place that are really healthy dogs, other than the fact that, you know, they got something caught up, or they ended up with a medical condition that the family couldn't afford to take care of, or they didn't have the ability to take care of. So the SPCA gives them a helping hand to help them get back to where they're healthy and help find a home for them. He's fun. He's got a lot of character about him. He just doesn't sit next to your feet and just stay there. This guy makes you interact with him. He makes you go out and go a walk. He makes you want to play with him. He's just a great companion. He doesn't know he has 5 broken toes. He just lifts this little leg up and he carries it out in front of him when we go for walks. And there's times when I've had to slow him down because he's going so fast on his 3 little legs, and I'm trying to hold him back. But he doesn't know he's hurt. No, he's going to fit in well with a lot of different families. They just have to give him a chance to get to know him. Is that right? Are you going to give kisses?
While the medical needs and associated costs vary, one thing unites each animal's story. They arrive at the Placer SPCA in desperate need and depend on us to offer care, commitment, and a hope for a better future. Our guardian angels are the heroes who make it possible to provide these animals with life-saving medical treatment and procedures and the love and care they deserve. Will you be one?